There are also clear, weak governance structure, and they are not properly structured financially, administrative-wise, and therefore they lack basic structures that will ensure proper management of public resources and giving the public value for money. Madam Speaker, I can go on and on, but a number of them, like my chair has mentioned, Madare, for example, a very long historical institution that is still under the management of the parent ministry, Ministry of Health, that they could not procure on themselves. They have to seek the authority of the PS of the ministry. That one, of course, has a bearing to the day-to-day operation of that very, very important institution. Madam Speaker, with those few remarks, I beg to second and urge the House to support this very important report by the committee that sat, deliberated. We met each and every of these agencies. We met the parent ministries, and the recommendations, if followed, Madam Speaker, is going to make either some of these sagas operation properly, or in some cases, we suggest that some of them must be rendered useless and find a way of closing down to safeguard the public resources that are continuously being embezzled on a daily basis. Madam Speaker, I beg to second.
Thank you. Honorable members, I now propose the question that this House adopts the report of the Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture on its consideration of the report of the Auditor General on 23 non-compliant state corporations laid on the table of this House on Wednesday, 23rd August 2023. Members may contribute. The Honorable Member for Nandi Hills, Honorable Bernard Kitur.
Thank you very much, Chair, for the opportunity to contribute on this report tabled in the House for PIC, for Agriculture and Social Services. I want to thank the Chair and the committee for the well-done report. I participated in the committee that did this report, and indeed it was a great commitment, having observed the 23 government agencies regarding their operation, their books of accounts, and as Chair and the Vice Chair who was seconded, as rightly mentioned, we were able to observe several issues and the recommendations that were made that would help in the future how the public funds are being utilized by some of these institutions. And generally, one of the things we noted was the lack of autonomy in the budgeting, appropriation, and also generally the budgetary control. And we would notice that a couple of state agencies do not have their own line budgets. They either depended on the ministry, or you would even find one agency is oversighting another agency, which then becomes a conduit sometimes of corruption. You would also notice that for the 23 agencies that we went through, about 16 of them were not able to explain how the 3.9 billion shillings appropriated to them, they were not able to account. And worse off, there are those that literally did not have any books of their accounts having been audited. Some of the recommendations that we've been able to make are so punitive that it should be able to have every government agency that has been appropriated public funds to be able to account for them. We also noted that there were several of these agencies as well that do not have the boards, or rather you would even find their chief executive officers have acted for a very long time in acting capacity